Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 3 with me, Sid, and you find me out on this fine morning. Sun's just risen. I've broke my fast with a sandwich, and yeah, I'm raring to go. I've been doing a little bit of prep work behind the scenes. Come here, Daisy. Let's. Oh, you were a Daisy. That's good. What are you at now? Let's just go. Vinegar you put in there. I think it was vinegar. You know, I can never remember. Vinegar, could be. Let's try it. Worst we're going to get is a barrel of milk that don't work, but I'm sure you put vinegar in there to... There we go. Set that going on some new cheese. So yeah, I've been busy. I've got a fire pit ready to go. Another charcoal pit. I have got 3 more blooms done, and I haven't done another one yet. I have got, what have I got there? 10 iron ingots. And I've had a slight change of plan. I am not going to bum rush the bloomery today. There is a good reason for that, which I'll explain in a moment. But first things first, let's just get this fire pit going. Where's my cat block ready? Come on, can I put you in? No, I can't. Damn it. If I do that, that's going to be a bad thing, TM, isn't it? Oh, finally I managed to break that shovel. You know, I've been working on that shovel just so I could start on my good one and get rid of that thing for what seems like a bloody age. Right, let's try that again, shall we? Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, and bang. I think I could actually put one. You don't have to have that block in the middle anymore, do you? Okay, doesn't matter. Let me just check on this, because I've kind of been running around doing stuff. Getting, you know, leather prepared, all sorts of things. So there's a reason why I want to not work on the forge today. I want to use the iron, or some of the iron, to work on some other bits and pieces. Now, first things first, we are going to need some bellows. So there's our bellows. Now these are, if I recall correctly, that is the right way round. I'm going to say they're normally a bit of a bitch to place, but that seems to have gone absolutely fine first time. I haven't got any charcoal in there, got a little bit of charcoal in there, got a little bit of charcoal left in there. Hence why, you know, charcoal. So, by all accounts, I've been kind of doing these iron blooms a little bit of the wrong way. And one of the things I want to try is try and do it the other way. Let me just check who pointed that out for me, because there's been quite a few comments, and to be honest, TerraFirmaCraft has actually become has become my most watched series, so I'm having to rethink or think about how I handle this, because obviously it's a popular series, but it is also a big series to do. The other thing which has really got me flummoxed, and oaks. I could have sworn I planted acacia. I've got hickory, I've got spruce, maple, sycamore, chestnut. No acacia whatsoever. I could have sworn I planted acacia. But that kind of gives me a problem, because I started building my house out of acacia. And this one down here, for example, hickory. The front porch is acacia wood, and it's going to give me a problem because I haven't got any acacia saplings. Anyway, let me just go and sort myself out a little bit, and I will be right. Okay, sorry about that. Just needed to double check who said what and when, you know, just so we can say the right people, because I hate getting it wrong. I'll probably get it wrong anyway, because that's me. But yeah, So thank you everybody for starters for pointing out that to cook on the forge you need a grill, which is a new thing since I last played. So we need to make a grill to cook on the forge. Now there's a couple of suggestions with how to process these blooms. Now the first thing we are going to have to do is heat them up and get them processing on the old Hoofer Doofer. Didn't I not make flint and... Oh, I know, I kept that, didn't I? There we go. Whee! I didn't make flint and steel because I didn't want to waste the iron, that's right. So yeah, these are going to need to be heated up on here and get to the point where we've got them on here as refined thingy-bobbits. Now a couple of comments. One was from Larson Gates, who gave me a really good workflow. If you're at all concerned about wasting the heat and stuff, he has a workflow he uses, which is, for want of a better word, it's juggling iron ingots and juggling iron. So he kind of has a certain routine he gets into when he's building the bloomery. Probably a little bit too complicated for me to remember, to try and describe here, but if you are interested in that, it is in the comments on the last video. So just, skip back to whatever number of video this one is, because I can't remember. And that will teach you there. And then, if I mispronounce the second half of the name here, please forgive me, but Rye maybe, WRY anyway, suggested that rather than get these and then heat them up and backwards and forwards and do the heavy way with the hammer and the all that rubbish, what we can do is we can actually, once we've got them to a certain point, stick them into the crucible and use that and then cast them straight into ingot form. So I'm going to give that one a try, because I go through so many hammers on this thing. It is silly. Now, as I said, I'm not going to start the bloomery today, and the reason for that, and it is a very good reason, is I want to try to make a few of the modded items. I'd like a new suit of armour actually, because the leather's a bit ghetto now. Now, in the previous seasons, I've done the standard. That can be worked. Now let's get this one going if we can. Refine. Oh, you've gone too cold already, swine. So alright, we'll let that heat up hotter to the point where it's, even hotter than it is. No, bugger. And we've got the night is falling, as always. It's always a problem I find with this, and especially when I always do these open fronted blacksmiths, which is kind of stupid because they're always problematic, shall we say. Let me just take out a couple of those, leave that with one, and just quickly eat and sleep the night off, because fortunately they won't melt. That forge can't get hot enough to actually melt the iron. I don't think it can anyway. If it can, we're going to find out, and we're going to be very upset, because I'm fairly certain it couldn't. But yeah, rather than leave it burning through charcoal through the night, we'll just take it out, pick up a hoe by accident, and do that. So yeah, I think I did business, bronze armour, and oh, that's finished good. And there's yeah, you need some of that, don't you? Let me just do that for now. Yellow white, yeah, so I don't think that will ever get hotter than yellow white in there as it stands. So we're going to refine it. And that should give us a refined iron bloom, which I believe we can stick right in there. I'll leave it hot, because I think that will help when we come to do that. Let me refine this one. Yeah, you get to a point where the hammer strikes for some of these, which is possibly quite sad. Alright, it's almost certainly quite sad. So if we stick... Now that won't go in there. Ah, that's interesting. So do I need to split it first? This was the refined iron blue. Maybe we have to split it. Split. Okay. No, that's the wrong way, isn't it? There we go. Split that. Maybe that will go in. Will you go in? It will go in. Excellent. So, yeah, we can get this one up and running. Quick fire starter. Twisted fire starter. And we need to pop... Where are they? Here. We need to pop one of those in there and let that get heated up. In the meantime, I'm going to pop these... Oh, actually, I'm going to let this cool down. Where the hell am I? Units can work. Right, that is still to be done. Let's split this one. Bang. And then we'll split this one. Bang. Oops. And start throwing them on the floor, because that's just the way we roll. And then we can stick those in there, grab some more of these. We can stick... I don't really want those in that bit actually, because that might be too hot if I'm... So we need to get this up to white hot, and to do this we're into pumping the old bellows. And eventually that should melt and go straight into the ingot cast. And we can let the ingot cast cool naturally. Or, there we go, it's in there, and eventually once it's up to the right temperature, it'll start pouring into there. And we can just keep topping this up and draining it out. So that may be a little bit easier. I am going to put another bit of charcoal in there for a while. These guys should all be okay. There is one thing we do, however, need to do just to speed up this process. So let me grab you. You're empty, aren't you? And you are empty. Yeah. Oh, I can only do one of these at a time anyway, can't I? So I don't know why I'm getting all excited about this. Let's just take one of these. So yeah, I just need to fill one of these, or bring it up to this forge, and then it's just quicker for what's the word I'm looking for? Quenching the iron bars, and as was pointed out in right, okay, overburdened. Was pointed out in C's post. If you quench ingots till the cold in their ingot molds, they are less likely to break the mold. It's not, I don't know whether it's a huge amount of less likely, but it is still less likely. So yeah, and that is definitely not up to temperature again, so we do need to give it a little bit of a pumping. It was pointed out that this may be slightly more wasteful in ingots, in charcoal, than doing it the other way. Charcoal, whilst a pain, is at least a renewable resource. Sure. So yeah, we should be fine on that one. So anyway, I've got a fair bit of this stuff to... is that full? Yeah, it is, bloody hell. But I've got a fair bit of stuff to melt here and cast and do all the things with, so I'm going to just run through this lot, and I'll be right. Alright, so we've almost finished processing all that iron. Now, one other thing worth noting with a crucible, if you've not used one before, is you remember these things, these anvils that we made, and you can smelt those as well. So you can get all the, what we got, rose gold, back out the system. Let me stick one of those in. So yeah, you don't have to waste any metals you use on your anvils. As you tear up, you can smelt them back down again. I could have sworn I had a copper anvil somewhere, but well. And I lost a whole ingot worth. Sorry, a whole ingot cast, so it didn't survive. 2 out of 16 isn't bad. So yeah, I've just got this stuff to melt. This one should go pretty quickly. And once we've done that, we can get on and try and build some cool new things. So again, back in a moment. Alright. Yeah, interesting. One of the great illogicalities with this game. Illogicality, is that a word? If it isn't, it is now. One of the, I know I could just go and fill up from that barrel, but I want to go and check the things and do things. A couple of things down here briefly as well. I could have done with my hoe actually, but it doesn't matter because some of these should be ripe. I think the jute's ripe, but we don't need to harvest that right now. So another thing that was mentioned in the comments was you should be able to right click. It doesn't work anymore in this version. Shift right click, I mean, I'm fairly certain these are ripe. Beans, bell peppers look ripe to me, but yeah, they don't seem to pluck off anymore. Sorry, pardon me, especially on the pluck off comment. So I'm not sure whether that's something that's changed recently or what. No, one of the great and wonderful illogical things in this game. I could not carry that rose gold anvil unless I put it on my back. I was overburdened. So I've melted the rose gold anvil down into its 14 component ingots, and look at me. I'm light as a feather again. Just a little comment about the strange illogical ideas in this. One thing I would love, and this is something that I think is missing from TerraFirmaCraft, is I think we need a kiln, not a pit kiln. Obviously we can do pit kilns, and pit kilns are fine. But at a later stage, having clay brick like kiln ovens, multi-block, that functions more like a pottery kiln. And maybe glaze as well to make certain pottery items last longer. Anyways, let me start off by heating up. I know I could have. Alright, so I need a double, a double, a double, and a single, I believe. So let me just pop those in there, light this back up. So TerraMisc, which is one of the add-ons I've got, adds a whole load of things, such as, you know, the longbow with the sinew and all of that stuff on. It adds the suet on for making candles, which at some point we will have a bash at. Don't see a huge point to doing them because these things last forever. The candles go out after, I think they're something like about 20 times more efficient than a torch, but they still do go out. And when you can make these with a bit of alcohol and some metal, I don't see a huge amount of point to making something that is in fact substandard. The olives have, let me just make a few more sandwiches. These are decaying. It's not major, but I'm not too worried, purely simply because we have got a metric crap ton of food at the moment, and there's a whole load more in the field ready to harvest. So this warmer climate that we are living in is definitely much more friendly on the hunger. Let's just check the decay on some of these. 1.8, 2.3. So this is like yesterday's sandwich that you buy from the deli, and the lettuce has gone a bit limp. So what we should have, hopefully, is these warming up. They're going to be a while yet. We're going to need to make a couple of 3 double ingots and a single ingot, and I think we should have enough charcoal to run that. And I will continue working on the bloomery at some point to on the blooms to get enough iron to do the blast furnace. I also like to do that, but I don't know how much. So I may use one of these singles to start off with to see whether. In fact, let me. Iron bars that act like Minecraft paintings. Who would have thought? So let me get these up to temperature. I would like to have a look at that grill, and I'm not sure whether it's a double or a single ingot. If it's a double, we'll still have a look. Mixed feelings on the chiseling. People kind of like the idea, but we're worried that it may crash the game because the chisel blocks can put quite a load on the game. So I'm in 2 minds. Now what I'm thinking is that I've got a slightly different design, which I may, if I've got time, I may go through today. If not, we'll leave it till next episode, because we've got some white cedar now, so we're getting there steadily. Right, yellow needs to be hotter than that because I need to be into weld territory. Let me just take one of those and see if I put you in there and do that. Buckles, case. I can make that though. This is one of the items I want to make, which is a poniard blade. And no. So that's iron wrought poniard. Right, let me grab those 2 and very quickly weld them, and then I'll get another couple welded, and we'll work on one of the ones once it's heated back up, because these things cool down pretty damn quickly. So that's a double. I need to get those in as well. Yellow, white. Are you getting any hotter? I don't think you are. Okay, so the next thing to play with on a double. Yeah, still not seeing a grill. Interesting. Maybe it's a sheet. Right, what do I want? I want a halberd. So we need to go up, down, down, pinch. Oh god, this is going to be complicated, isn't it? So we need to be hammer. So the last thing needs to be a bend. Pinch, bend, almost. Pinch, bend, too far. Pinch, bend, not too far again. Okay. Hammer, pinch, too damn far again. Still too damn far again. No, hang on. Oh, it's heated up. So these are all, as you can gather, modded items. I'm just going to let that heat up again, and we'll come back in a moment, but I'll just get those all up to temperature, because as I say, there's no danger of them melting. Poignard in wrought iron has got a damage of 212 versus 249 on the wrought iron sword, and if you shoot, the sword speed is pretty fast. Poignard, shorter range, hell of a lot faster in its attack speed. So that is that's one of these items. Let me get these heated up and I'll be right back. Okay, I've done the 2 items I want. There was a warhammer, which was hammer bend. That was fairly easy, and the wrought iron halberd head. So we'll grab those in a moment. Oh god, here we go. Sun's nearly down again. What I want to do is take these 2 items for starters. We're going to weld them quickly, and we're going to make a sheet, which is straightforward hammering. We'll get there eventually. There we go. Piston head, helmet, iron lantern cord, so maybe it's a double sheet then. Well, that's alright, we can come back to that one later. I'm going to leave that double one and we're just going to eat quickly, sleep the night off, and have a bash at the last thing I want to try and work on. And this is completely new to me, so all of the, I mean, those two are just simple casting recipes for double and single ingots. The new one is, this one is a little bit more complicated, shall we say. So let's go and try this out. Okay, we'll let you do. I mean, it must be the wiki is good, but it's never wholly up to date as best as I can tell. So I want to make this a coil. So this is going to be pinch, bend, hammer. Pinch, bend, hammer, almost. Pinch, bend, hammer. Pinch, bend, hammer. Damn it. Pinch, bend, hammer. Gives us wrought iron coil. Now, we're going to need to make more of these, but for now, we'll just shut the thing down. So these, you take a hammer, and you turn them into wrought iron links. So that'll be 32 wrought iron links. And then you take your 4 of those, will make you a wrought iron chain square. So we want a load of those, and 4 of those should make us wrought iron sheets. That gives us 2. Now if we have a look at chainmail, got the usual Minecraft stuff. You've got the sheets, you can get red steel, you can do this bismuth bronze, you can do copper. I'm just choosing to do iron because there seems to be little point to doing it any lower. And if we take a look at, say, the helmet in wrought iron, 4 of those and a leather will make you a wrought iron chain coif. Coif? A wrought iron chain halberd, and somewhere in there, wrought iron chain cuirass. No boots. There's no chainmail boots. They didn't have chainmail boots. So I need to make another 2 of those to make the helmet, but I need to make quite a few. So if I work out, let me just do this. If I need 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18, a double ingot gets me 2, so that will be 9 in total. So I need 8 more double ingots, which is 16 of those to get this armor, and leather. So let me do a little bit of processing off screen. Alright, let me do a lot of processing off screen. I'll dig this charcoal while we're doing it, and once we've got that together, we can have a go at making some shiny new armor. So I'll be back with you again. And we've got it. I've made 6 up. Let me, oops, I need to get the hammer. Hammer, give me that hammer. So, get those. And then we can put the hammer back. They go into those, which are your chain squares. They go into chain sheets. That gives me 18. We take 2 of those and a leather. Hang on, let me get this right. To make the wrought iron chain coif. Do 7 of those and that to give me the chain chaussees. And it's that way round with that for the hauberk. Yeah, so that's all new shiny armor. We've also got our new shiny weapons. Ooh, interesting. Hang on a second. Uses, so it's diagonals. Well, more sticks than you can throw a stick at. So there's our warhammer, and I'm guessing, yep, for the halberd. Let's just quickly sleep, and then we can try this stuff on, and count that an expensive, if not successful episode, I think. I've also harvested another bunch of white cedar trees, so hopefully next episode we can actually get a little bit of house building done. Oh dear, that's not looking good, is it? Carrot sandwiches. It's not going to go, that is not going to fly. That's not too bad, there's only 2.1% decay on that. That has rotted practically down. Let me just chop the decay off that. Can I chop the decay off that? No, you can't chop the decay off a sandwich. Interesting. Right, oh, I was going to... now let's do it in... Right, so... armour stand is planks and blocks. What have I got? I've got 1, 2, 3 of those. Have I got any willow planks? I've got 1. But I happen to know where I have, if I can find my saw, one of either saw will do. I did put some spare willow planks here, and I only need 1 log's worth. So at least then we can... was it like? Yeah. Armour stands finally in the game. Well, I say finally, they've probably been in a while, but they weren't craftable in the last season. Let's just pop that armour stand there. Let's put my old helmet, my old tunic and my old pants on there. In fact, let's take those off a second. Let's just see what these look like. Does it even recognise them as... doesn't seem to... but why do you not... oh, that isn't gonna fly either. It doesn't matter, it works on me. And the helmet goes on there, and that gives us full chain armour. Well, full, except for the boots, because you don't have chain boots. So that looks pretty good. Now, apparently this stuff is good against piercing and slashing damage, but not so good against crushing damage. So good against skellies, which of course is my bloody nightmare. Now, in terms of these guys, you've got 383. Oh, my smithing skill is helping there. Plus 6.6, plus 7.2, plus 6, which is probably why there's slightly more. Yeah, the durability, as you can see on the things that I've been making, has gone up. So, as you know, this thing gives you haste. This thing, however, gives you mining fatigue 3. So, huge amount of damage. Obviously, that's crushing. That is slashing. And it has a longer reach. So, in theory, yeah, my reach is... I'm here, so 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. Or is it? I don't know. Anyway, so that is some of the items from the modded thing. There are some other things I want to play with next episode when we start decorating. I may make myself some proper decent boots as well, although things, so that's Pierce 250, that has got Pierce 960 / 960 Crush 212. So you can see that is really good against the higher things. This is pretty average on the booties, so maybe we need to get some nicer booties done. But yeah, on that note, I think we're going to call it an episode. We've actually pretty much used all the iron we prepared last episode and between episodes. There's 3 ingots left. I can resmelt that back to ingots if I want to, and which I may do, I don't know yet. But until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.